Hey there everyone, I hope you're having a very good day. This is going to be a quick update. It's not going to be my regular video. I have been very hard at work on this Lamborghini as always, and I haven't been putting out videos because progress has been quite slow going. I have been waiting for some fittings to get here. I have been looking for fittings. I have been doing small things on this car that add up to a very, very big result. Now, let me show you what I've done. Please mind the mess. I have been wrapping things, I have been cleaning things, and I've also been fitting things. So first off, you can see everything. The turbo system, all that stuff is here. The baller pipe is looking very, very baller. I have the exhaust tips. I do want to have these a little bit shorter because these are going to stick out. Well, they're going to stick out a lot, and I don't want this looking like a Bosuzoku car. The thing I'm really concerned about was the intercooler system, and here are two tubes going from the heat exchanger in the front, and here is the coolant tube from the turbos. I actually have those plumbed, so this actually goes inside this this frame right here, and then it goes into the coolant system, comes out, goes into the turbo. This is for the intercooler system. It is a air to water intercooler. This is going to go directly into the intercooler. I have to route these lines up here. They're going to come around and come into the intercooler. Then the intercooler, I guess, cools the air. And then that goes into a custom air tank that I made into a water tank. And this was done by my friend, my welding Jedi, Tony. And as you can see, the welds are very, very good. These are not his welds. These are like the welds that came from the air tank. So I got this air tank from Amazon really, really cheaply, and this is the only air tank that I can get in the size that I needed. And this, well, it basically fit the bill. It was aluminum, and we had to modify it, but this has AN fittings in the top and one fitting in the bottom, and that's where the water is going to come out. So this is going to sit right here, basically, and it's going to look really good. I'm going to coat this as well, but I'm gonna run the car before I coat it. Now, the thing I really wanted to show you, and the thing that you guys might have changed my opinion on, was the whole intercooler system. Now, I did mention that I was gonna do a killer chiller setup, and I still am gonna do a killer chiller setup, but if you take a look over here, I have my heat exchanger in the front, and I have ran all the lines. Everything is plumbed up. The reason why I wanted to do the intercooler and heat exchanger setup is because the killer chiller only works when the car is not at wide open throttle, because the AC system, that's what the killer chiller works on. The AC system only works when the car is partially throttle or not at really high RPMs. The clutch disengages for the AC. With this, I can have some cooling when the car is at full throttle, and I'll definitely need that because I want to take this car to half-mile events. But another thing that I wanted to address was the airflow. So the airflow for this, a lot of people were saying that it doesn't get any airflow. As you can see, there's a sizable gap here, and the bumper bar behind doesn't actually go all the way to the bottom. I can, like, right here, I still have, all this is intercooler, and there's actually a lot of space here. So I know that some intercoolers, some front mount intercoolers actually have less space than this. Some top mounts specifically, they basically sit at the top of the engine. This has a lot of airflow. There's airflow from the side, from the back, and this should be okay. This should be, well, this should be a good, elegant solution for a problem I was having. So I also opened up the bumper just a little bit because I want to get as much airflow as possible. I just opened it up. I just cut a little slit, and it should allow this entire face to get some air. But right now, actually, take a look. This is how I routed the lines. Lines go underneath, and they go right into the heat exchanger. This goes from 2 5/8 inch into 1 inch pipe, because this 1 inch pipe, it goes to a very, very brawlic pump. It's called a Stewart EMP, and check that out. So I still have to route the inlet, but I made a little bracket here, and it looks very stock-ish. This I have to move, but this thing is gonna flow like a fire hose. To get this out of the way. Yeah, it's gonna flow like a fire hose, and it fits very, very well. It's not going to foul on any parts, so that's gonna be very good. I'm really excited about that. I still have to connect one hose and connect all the rest of the system, and then it should be really, really good. I want to test it for the first time, but that is what I've been doing. I've been having trouble getting the fittings for 1 inch hose, because apparently 1 inch is a really hard size to find. I've been to Home Depot, I've been to AutoZone, I've been to Fastenal. They don't have something this big, so I had to special order it. I still might go to the hardware store just to see if I can cobble something together out of some copper fittings, but that's, yeah, as you can see, I've been shopping. There's a lot of copper fittings. There's a lot of different knickknacks that I need for this car. But that's where I am right now, and I do apologize for not having made videos. It's just that progress is so slow going, and I want to have the next video including me driving this car. I want to have the next video of this car on the road. So I'm not sure if that's going to be on Friday. If that's on the weekend, it's on the weekend. But a good thing that I wanted to tell you guys is I am going to be dynoing this car as soon as I drive it and make sure it doesn't explode. So I'm going to dyno it here locally by a guy you might know. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but I'm just going to say, hell yeah, brother. Yeah, we're gonna do it for Dale and drink some Bartle Skeet. So that should be a lot of fun. But if you guys want to keep up with my builds, just you can follow me on the social media and whatnot. I should have videos pretty soon. So stay tuned for that, and thank you for watching. Yeah, this is gonna be fun.